Thank you so much.
How's your 401k? Wall Street is the talk of the neighborhood tonight as nervous boomers plot their strategy. We have free advice from the experts to the questions top of your mind. And the clock ticks toward a midnight execution in Michigan City. This inmate says he's prepared to die, even as his own mother prepares his final meal. It's all next.
Guests of the Oprah Winfrey Show stay at the all-suite Omni Hotel, located in the heart of Chicago's Magnificent Mile. Closed captioning provided by the maker of the following product.
If you want really big savings, get $20 off per axle on Meineke's expert brake service.
At Meineke, you won't pay a lot, but you'll get a lot.
From the heart of central Indiana, this is Channel 13 Eyewitness News at 5 o'clock.
The closing bell brings better news to most investors today. The Dow closed up just over 82 points, but don't get too comfortable. Good evening, I'm Ryder.
And I'm John Stehr. The stock market recovered after a 440-point loss yesterday, but anybody searching for consistency did not find it today on Wall Street. As NBC's Candace Gibson tells us, the turmoil in the markets is a reflection of the rest of the economy. Tonight's top story.
The latest snapshot of the U.S. economy doesn't paint a pretty picture. A new report on consumer spending for the last month shows retail sales were down. A sign, analysts say, that the economy continues to be sluggish, although not in a recession quite yet. Wall Street reacted to the new report and to yesterday's selling frenzy with positive trading. Heavy trading on the floor of the New York Stock Exchange and NASDAQ, albeit not the frenetic sell-off that gave the NASDAQ its lowest level in 2 years, and still not the rally that many analysts hope to see.
There's just a psychology right now, and the psychology of fear is overweighing people's ability to make smart, critical decisions. And so that's what I think you see when you see a rush for the exit like you did yesterday.
The critical money and rate decisions by the Federal Reserve at its meeting next week are what everyone is waiting for. It's expected the Fed will lower interest rates once again, but is it going to be enough to help the economy?
Fed cut rates aggressively in 1991 and 1992. And they had to take rates from about 7% down to 3% before it had any impact. 1 or 2 rounds of rate cuts is not going to turn this around.
It's not clear also if another rate cut will be enough to calm nerves on the market or even get people into stores once again. In New York, Candace Gibson, NBC News.
Throughout the next hour and a half, we want to help you with your top financial concerns. Joining us from downtown Indianapolis right now is Ralph Akampura, a Wall Street analyst with Prudential Securities. In our newsroom is financial planner Alita Hodge, and from the Indianapolis Star newsroom, financial reporter Tom Wyman. Now, we talked with Hoosiers about their financial concerns today, and here is our first question.
My name is Shane Headley. I'd like to ask you, have we reached the bottom yet? Everybody keeps debating on whether we have or we haven't, and I'd just like to know, from your opinion, have we reached the bottom yet? And is that with the Dow or with the NASDAQ or with both?
Now, Ralph, as a technical analyst, I'll throw that question to you.
Hi, John. Well, the gentleman said Dow and the NASDAQ, so I'll gear my answer to that. I say you have made a short-term low. Yes, you made a near-term bottom. Have you made the final bottom? I think it's too early to say that because we don't have enough of a stimulant to really get the market off dead center. Now, had he asked me, have many stocks made the bottom, I say absolutely. I think a lot of value stocks have made bottom. So when it comes to individual stocks, I'm very enthusiastic. When it comes to the Dow and the NASDAQ, I just need a little more evidence.
All right, Alita Hodge, I'm sure a few of your clients have been calling you today. What are you telling them when they ask you what stocks you consider to be safe?
I would consider safe stocks are those that are consumer products, healthcare products, and things that you feel comfortable with in their performance for the future, and that your expectations are in line with realistic performance goals.
Things that we're going to need in spite of a possible poor economy. All right, well, let's take another question now from one of our viewers.
Hi, my name's David McDonald. My question is, will the next interest rate cut affect the market?
And let's put that question to Tom Wyman at the Indianapolis Star.
Well, the market would certainly like to see another interest rate cut when the Feds meet later this month. They're expecting at least a cut of 0.5 percentage point, and other people would certainly like a larger cut than that, maybe 3/4 of a point. A lot of people have been critical of Alan Greenspan for not starting this round of rate cutting sooner. He's cut a good percentage point since the beginning of the year, but that hasn't affected the market very much yet.